Right, guys, welcome to ECW. Basically, start off with tonight's thing. Basically, Mr. McMahon comes out with a briefcase in his hand as he enters the ring. Tonight, I welcome all of you to a new era of ECW. With the recent new TV deal in place to make ECW now 1.5 hours long, or 1.5 hours long, I've decided to announce a new owner of ECW who will meld their vision of ECW in their own way. However, I will be keeping a close eye on the new owner, who is none other than Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin comes out to the ring, basically has his 2001 theme before he joined the Alliance, the Disturbed song. Can't just go in with it. Austin is then coming out wearing a new logo of ECW, which is basically kind of a combination of this one and also the sort of like barbed wire stuff. And then stunning Mr. McMahon like straight away. Now I'm the new owner of ECW. Tonight there'll be ECW television title battle royal with both current ECW superstars and stars from ECW's past. Good luck to all. And basically that happens. Also, Cyrus the Virus is basically kind of also there. If you don't know who Cyrus the Virus is, and you don't really know the stuff that happened with the old ECW, basically, I think it was 1999 or 2000. Basically, Paul Heyman brought in basically Don Callis as Cyrus the Virus, who basically still had hair, and basically he was kind of the representative from the network, which was actually TNN at the time. I believe that then went into Spike TV. One thing I definitely will do with ECW is try and see if I can get somewhere else other than Sci-Fi. Because obviously Sci-Fi isn't particularly a good place to do like any personal. So anyway, I just did this because I want Stone Cold. So basically, there's going to be 3 different owners. If you guys kind of know by the history of all 3 brands, you kind of know who I'm bringing in for each. Especially because Brett's on Raw, Stone Cold has magically appeared on ECW. There will also be a SmackDown basically owner. Basically, all 3 of the owners are kind of in a way, I guess, kind of in a way, sort of running the promotion. So, sort of, Mr. McMahon's sort of like the property owner, basically the true person in charge. Basically, his sort of delegated down all 3 of the brands. So ECW is now going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is basically going to be making all the shots, sort of like the announce team, announcing who's going to be a part of that. If he wants to do brand separate PPVs, or if he wants to be a part of obviously the normal PPVs. Also the GM, commentary team, hell, even the referees, even who he wants to, sort of bring up from FCW, stuff like that. And also, I've upped it to 1.5 hours just to sort of give more stuff with that. I have also made Raw and SmackDown 2.5 hours. And I think I might put ECW to 2 hours, perhaps, just to get like more people on. Obviously, though, when the brand split happens, which will probably be after WrestleMania, as sort of a draft month. So sort of it doesn't end until basically after Backlash. Is basically what I want to do. So basically kind of after May's PPV, which is gonna be Backlash, because I want to do Royal Rumble, then basically another one, then the Elimination Chamber / No Way Out, and then finally WrestleMania. And then basically after that, doing whatever. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. Next up, we basically have Matt Hardy defeating Ezekiel Jackson by countout. So basically Ezekiel Jackson managing to not pick up the victory there. Basically Ezekiel Jackson gets twisted fated at count of 7, and basically as soon as it hits 10, Matt Hardy is already in the ring and Ezekiel Jackson loses. Best way to kind of have Ezekiel Jackson not get pinned or submitted, because he is one of the guys that I kind of want to build up a bit for ECW or maybe just in general. Then we basically have Mike Knox basically destroy Slam Master J or Jesse. Basically he is so Mike Knox I'm trying to build up again as one of the future champions. Not really sure which championship, though I think Mike Knox kind of Ezekiel Jackson as well. Vladimir Kozlov maybe, but all three of those guys alongside some others can basically work all 3 shows. So when the bracket split happens, it's going to be a bit difficult to decide where. But basically, I'll probably talk about it again. So my brain's a bit messy. But basically, with the brand split, I'm basically going to have all 3 of the brands, but then I'm going to basically have kind of like a full draft to begin with. So like all 3 brands will be given their sort of brands. So I was ripping a DVD. Basically all 3 brands are going to basically have their roster straight away, but then basically the draft month will begin. So basically after that, basically people can get drafted to a different brand. Basically what I kind of want to do is have Raw, ECW and SmackDown all be basically what Raw is, with like their draft a Tron thing. And then basically after that, then basically the GMs can basically like trade then, like for any different superstars and divas. Because I am kind of wanting to do something else with the like sort of draft month as well, which honestly I might do throughout it as well, which basically that like people can actually trade people for each other. So for example, Raw can trade with SmackDown. Hell, all 3 shows can like trade one person each. Being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna trade you for him, and I'm gonna get him and trade him with this person. So it's like a 3-way triangle type thing. So kind of like if for example you were playing a SmackDown vs Raw game, I don't think the WWE ones have it though. I don't think. I know they've definitely got steals, but they don't have full-on trades, which is actually a bit stupid. Like the old school SBR 2006, 2007, and 2008, which I would say were the peak ones. Basically, you know, the like trade they have in the GM mode could it be kind of like that, like running throughout the years. Obviously, though, I will change a few things around. ECW is kind of a bit of a thing that I want to kind of keep, then not keep as well. I am thinking of implementing a bit of a NXT into it as well, to fit alongside ECW. Like, first hour is NXT, and then the next hour is, you know, ECW. That might work, I'm not really sure. But anyway, Mike Knox completely obliterates Slammaster J and picks up the victory. Then we have Finlay defeating Vladimir Kozlov in a match. So basically, currently Matt Hardy is advanced to the next round, and so is Finlay. Then we basically have Sheamus advancing his segment with John Cena by basically being interviewed backstage. Basically, he is randomly showed up. Basically saying that he is, you know, the WWE champion because he was let down in ECW and he's gone and won the championship. Kind of making ECW a bit credible, but then at the same time not really, which does make sense with what happened. Then we have The Big Show completely obliterating Colin Delaney. Colin Delaney, I kind of want to do a storyline with him, similar to I kind of feel like I'm taking something from a different company and like putting in this one. Basically, Colin Delaney, if you know TNA, I think it was 2008, 2007, 2008 time, when Shark Boy basically got like destroyed every single week. And then on the flip side of that, Colin Delaney basically kind of did the same thing where he just had a massive losing streak and he started having like bandaged up type of stuff. It's kind of what I want to do with that, but there isn't really a storyline to go with that, which is a little bit annoying. Then CM Punk basically puts himself over, hyping up his match against Shelton Benjamin. So ECW definitely got saved by CM Punk. Obviously, you know what I'm kind of doing with CM Punk. Then we have the television title storyline that is going on. So we had Evan Bourne, Goldust, Luke Gallows, Paul Burchill, Sean Daivari, who has made his debut, or I think his debut, Snitsky, who has definitely made his debut, the Sandman, the Hurricane, the Sandman, Yoshitatsu, and Zack Ryder. Although I'm pretty sure... Oh no, I forgot to take the other person out. Oops. Originally, I wanted to have, instead of Snitsky, have Dolph Ziggler, but sadly, I forgot to take out Snitsky, but oh well. Oh. I know, I got confused. Yeah, so basically, Hurricane, Luke Gallows, and Zack Ryder were the last four, before the Sandman basically eliminated everyone. So now he is the ECW World Television Champion. Then, we also had Jack Swagger defeating Kane after Ezekiel Jackson and Vladimir Kozlov basically caused Kane to lose. And then after that, basically Kane keeps getting attacked by Swagger, Jackson, and Kozlov. And then The Undertaker out of nowhere comes down and basically helps his brother out of this. And basically on SmackDown, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna have this be SmackDown, and I'm gonna have this be on Raw. Just to let you guys know. I will also make this match, not with Swagger, but basically a tag team between Brothers of Destruction and Jackson and Kozlov. Then we have CM Punk, who defeats Shelton Benjamin. So that will be... Am I missing a match? Oh, no, I'm not. So I think it'll be Punk versus Finlay? Yeah. I think it'll be Punk versus Finlay, Swagger versus Matt Hardy. I think I'll have to check that out off screen. Sorry, guys. So after that, our main event of the evening, Christian defeats Chavo Guerrero Jr. by pinfall with a kill switch and makes defense number 2 of his ECW world title. But then, out of nowhere, as Christian is celebrating in the ring, Rhino suddenly appears out of nowhere and gores Christian and basically picks up the title belt and basically says, "Next week, me, you." And we go to air. That's not very good. Hey guys, thank you all for watching. So sorry guys about the I guess the length of the video. I tried to make it as good as possible. Obviously it is kind of a bit blare, I will say, but definitely I would say kind of good, I guess. Anyway guys, so I'm going to leave it all here. So basically I'm going to upload the video without the thumbnail to begin with, and then basically upload the thumbnail for it a bit afterwards. Obviously there's going to be that generic sort of TEW, TNA vs WWE thing. Next up, let's see, Wednesday is Explosion, and then we've got TNA Impact on Thursday. So basically I'm going to go through Explosion, which will basically be an hour and a half, and then we've got TNA Impact after that. I kind of know what I'm going to do with TNA with the World Heavyweight stuff. The other stuff I'm kind of still a little bit kind of like, what do I do? But anyway guys, I'm going to end off here. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Also, have a good day and